The Egypt Centre at Swansea University is one of the highest recommended in Britain. So we have come to the centre to speak to Andrew about the Egyptian art of mummification. Firstly, I have to ask you, why did Egyptians mummify their dead?
Well, the ancient Egyptians believed that in order to survive for eternity in heaven, you needed to survive for eternity on earth. Your body did, at least. Mummification was the easiest way of doing this. It also applied to your name, which led to a lot of pharaohs scratching out the names of their predecessors who they didn't really like.
How did they mummify a body?
Well, first thing, you'd be taken out to the desert in a tent, and then they'd cut you open on your left-hand side, which would be the magical side with your eyes. Then they'd proceed to take out your organs. So they'd take out your intestines, your stomach, your liver, and your lungs, and they put them in the 4 canopic jars, which each represented a different god. Then they'd need to remove your brain. So they'd crack you on the top of your nose, and put a long nasty hook up, pull out all your brains, and be pretty gross at this point. Then you'd be pretty much empty apart from your heart, which had to be left because it had all your memories in it, according to the Egyptians. Then you'd be dried out, you'd be put in a bath of natron salt for about 40 days. And then when that was finished, they'd be stuffed full of things to make you look more normal. And then your cut would be stuck back together with resin. Then you'd be bandaged up all the way. It could take up to 15 days. There'd be lots of spells and prayers said as well. Then you would have amulets put into your bandages, which could all mean different things. You could have for healing ones or various representations of gods. Then your mask would be put on, and then you'd be ready for the afterlife.
So what happened after the mummification?
Well, the first thing you'd need to do is the opening of the mouth ceremony. This would involve 2 priests, one with an Anubis head, and various spells which would allow you to speak in the afterlife. Then would come the weighing of the heart, which actually happened on the way to the afterlife. It didn't happen to the actual body. The heart would be weighed against the feather of truth, and if the heart was lighter, then the person would get to go to the good bit of the afterlife. If the heart was heavier, it would get eaten by Amut the Devourer, and you'd never get to the good bit of the afterlife.
Thank you for the most interesting insight to the mummification. I never knew it was so involved. Back to the studio.